I lost my 3-year-old son to fentanyl poisoning. Still not sure how it happened to him. He can ingest it, he could touch it, he could have ate it. You know, he's a toddler. So anything could happen. We still don't know. He was very bubbly, fast. He was so fast. Um, I used to say all the time, "You too fast for this earth." And now he can run as fast as he wants to in heaven. The night he passed away, people were questioned. There were 4 people in the home, his father, 2 other adults, and a user. So she was the main one that was under investigation, but considering there was 4 other people and no hard evidence, no residues found anywhere because they didn't even look, they didn't bring the forensics in. It actually turned from a homicide investigation to a drug investigation, only for them not to find drugs. So, yeah, the whole thing was really screwed up. The investigation was.
My baby.
Just trying to bring awareness, especially when it comes to toddlers. It's not safe to have drugs around them. It's not safe to use, you know. I'm just really trying to make sure he's never forgotten. I know God loaned him to me, but I just wasn't ready for him to go yet. So, because my son saved me from addiction, and when I got clean, when I was pregnant with him, I was 2 months pregnant. When I found out about him, I walked into rehab 3 days later. There was no hesitation. I was looking for a way out. I wanted to have my life back, and he gave that all to me. He gave me a new chance. He gave me hope. I never thought I was worthy of a husband. I never thought I was worthy of a home, a house, which became a home. I've never thought I was worthy of a car that would be mine. And within his short 3 years of his life, I was able to get a car paid off. I was able to get a house that turned into a home. I was able to get a fiance that turned into my husband. You know, it was like all my biggest dreams as an addict. My son seen me through to those. And then he left. Like, he just left. I guess because God had a bigger plan for him. I really just want to make a law to where new mothers are educated on leaving their kids with other people, and to make sure their diaper bags have Narcan in them, and to know signs of overdose. Because I know that if they knew the signs of what was happening to my baby, they would have called for help sooner. And they didn't. And I just want his name to live forever, his legacy to live forever. He didn't deserve this. No, nobody ever deserves it, but he was only 3. He was only 3 and he didn't know what was going on. He just went to sleep and was never on earth again. And now I have to wonder, is this a sign from my little baby? Is this feather really sent from him? Did he really make that light shine brighter? You know, I don't like living in this zone because he was only 3. And I wondered when he went to heaven, like, does he miss Earth? Does he miss me? Does he ask God? Or is he just playing in the garden that they say is up there for the kids, the playground? He called it the pea ground. Yeah, he couldn't say playground. He say, "Mommy, can we go to the pea ground?" So, yeah, yeah, I'm just, I miss him so much. And I know that God put me on this journey for a reason. And right before he passed away, I had asked God, what is my mission? You know, I got the home, I got the fiance, because my fiance proposed to me March the 25th, and Cash died April the 19th. So naturally, after I got the house, because we hadn't been in our home for a year before Cash had passed, we was only there for like 8 months. So everything good was happening to me and before his demise. And so I always, well, after I got engaged, I asked God, what is my mission? What do you want me to do on earth? I've got everything now that I've ever dreamed of. I know for sure I'm gonna marry this man. I got my home. I know it's secured. I got the car. It's paid off. Where is, like, what is my mission? And then Cash passed, and I found out it was from fentanyl, and it sparked such a fire in me that that's all I think about is making his story known and making people aware. Anywhere I go, I tell people my baby died from fentanyl. I just really think that it could save so many babies if mothers are educated, and then they will pass on baby Cash's story. Keep the Narcan in the diaper bag. 3, 4, 5, 6 years old. I carried one around for my other children until they were about 4 or 5, until I didn't need no spare change of clothes and things like that. But if there was Narcan in these diaper bags, these babies could have a chance, and nobody's thinking about that. So that's my goal. I already did a diaper bag march for them. We handed out 35 diaper bags with Narcan in them, baby bottles, diapers, onesies, teething rings. We had a lot of trinkets, little nice little things in there. But of all, we had the fentanyl test strips and the Narcan, because nobody's thought about that. Nobody's even come up with something of that nature, but we're seeing a lot of children dying, babies dying, not addicts, babies from addicts' choice. So my goal is really to target the new mothers or the mothers with small children. I want them to be aware that carrying Narcan, whether you use, because I didn't use, but had I known of Narcan and of fentanyl and what it could do, I'm pretty sure I would have kept Narcan in my baby's diaper bag. I would have, because you get babysitters, you get relatives that watch these kids, and you just never know what the next person's doing. You don't know what they're in their home doing behind closed doors, which is something I didn't know in my son's case. I wasn't aware that there was a user around my kid, and had I been aware, he would have not been over at his dad's house. But his dad didn't even know she was using. The only sign that he said that the lady exhibit was dozing off here and there, and she blamed it on her seizures and for her using clozapines, which I've never heard of, and come to find out she was using illicit fentanyl, these illicit drugs. So I really want to bring awareness to it and at least simmer some of these kids' babies dying. So I want to simmer that down, because it's like once a week you hear about 1 or 2 babies dying. And it's sad. It's like these babies aren't even getting a chance at life. I got followers on my Facebook, trying to get his story around the world, which it really is almost. But people are following his story, and a lot of people are counting on me to come through with this law, the baby cash law. There's so many people rooting for it, and I just need to be put in the right room with the right people. And yeah, I believe it's going to manifest and come true. just follow his story. And the more people are aware of his story, they can tell the next person that tells the next person. I've heard of him saving lives already, but I'm really aiming for this law. I really am. I think that this law would be a game changer, like put Narcan in these mothers' hands when they give birth and they bring babies home. Just let them be aware and tell baby Cassius' story. I was an ex-addict. I used until I got pregnant with him. Then he changed my whole world. So I would love to see him change other mothers' worlds just by his story being told at the hospital and nurses giving Narcan and telling them the importance of it and why they should carry it for their child. Even if they don't use. I didn't use and my baby still died. I wish I would have known what I know now.